point that I wanted to make. You see, the statements that were made by Rigiji, the Deputy President, must be understood within the context of their natural meaning. When he made them, how did those who did not vote for the government feel? Did they feel excluded? Because right now he has an opportunity where he is able to come and say, look, there is this coalition agreement that does certain things. And we know that the nature of coalitions all over the world is that they sit and allocate. If we win power and we are coming 3 parties, this is what you will get, this is what you will get, this is what you will get. That is given. And that is how coalitions are crafted. But it never says that you will get 5 Kikuyus and you will get 6 Kalenjins, that you will get, because that agreement in itself would be void ab initio. But it says this is how it will be done. So the other thing, and which I think comes through, and which my friend here, Daktari, is unwilling to accept, is that there is an element of a feeling of contradiction.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah?
A feeling of contradiction?
A contradiction that, you know, someone else is being held to a higher standard than the rest, because all of them have sinned and have fallen short of the glory of the Lord.
Of the Constitution.
And so I think that is why I agree that, generally speaking, the issue we are dealing with when it comes to the impeachment of the Deputy President is the question of ethics and hygiene in politics. And if you lack that hygiene, and in my view, I think he lacks that hygiene, and so therefore we should be able to sustain a charge of gross misconduct for some of the utterances which he has made, which are contra to the Constitution, contra to Article 132, with regards to what the presidency is, a national unifier who must also understand that there are various ethnic communities that all must feel to be included in government. That is what the presidency is supposed to do. So for that, and for his utterances, and you see, if you take his utterances going forward, there's a place where he says, you know, I am in trouble because I am protecting the interests of the people of Murima. Mm-hmm. So how are then the Kalenjins, for example, supposed to feel close to him? How are the Luyos supposed to feel? How are the Mijikenda, how are the other tribes supposed to feel that this deputy president is also advancing our interests, and so therefore he is also in trouble for advancing our interests? But he says, I'm in trouble because of advancing the Murima's interest. And to that extent, then he must be removed. But we should not look at it and say, because so and so, so and so, so and so, so and so, have also not gotten to their standard, we should not remove him, because it is individual. In fact, the decisions that have come out from the court in terms of the threshold talk about personal responsibility. They don't talk about collective. It is personal. So if as a person he has fallen short, let him take his consequences. Others may not. But what is it? What we are creating is something we call precedent. So that the next person who comes, and it might not be a deputy president, it might actually be a president, will know that if I engage in this contact, eventually I can be held accountable. And that is how we give life and meaning to the Constitution.
Okay.
But as we say that,
it
is important, Hayub, to say that let us not just do this impeachment because Rigiji may not be a very nice person. Okay. Let us actually do it because the constitutional thresholds have been met, so that for the future, that can be a test that can be applied, an objective test that can be applied to any other leader who falls short of the requirements of the Constitution.
And there's one institution that undertakes that very important business, Parliament. We'll discuss that. Esther, you had a point.
Yes.